run it back, kids, to 2016 graduation photo shoot. When I graduated from high school, this was my graduation garb. It still has the graduation. 2016. But here we go. And right now, kids.
Jay's getting ready to walk you down the stairs like you're a graduate.
And what does this represent ceremoniously?
Oh, you're a baccalaureate, and graduation at the same time.
No, what does him walking me down the stairs have to do ceremoniously?
Okay, so you have to have an escort. You have to have an escort when you're graduating. You just can't just graduate by yourself. You always have an escort. Okay. Okay. All right.
I guess we're going up the stairs, huh?
This is Anastasia's graduation march because of the coronavirus. There we go. Okay. All right.
Oh, we messed up on the feet though.
Yeah.
Step up there on the step. No, Anastasia, you down here. You go up there on the step. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Just told me to stop recording.
Now, what you're
I
gonna
want you to
do?
record this whole thing.
All right.
Now you need to call out her name. Call out her name. You gonna? Okay, look. You don't have to look on it, I guess.
For her Bachelor of Arts in Musical Theater, Anastasia Hope Cutter, Reinhardt University, graduate.
Yeah, yeah. Clap. Somebody clap. Somebody get in there clapping. Come on. Give me a clap. Give me a good. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay, what now? What's this for?
So we know it's 2020.
Okay, why?
For why?
She know it's 2020.
She wants you to take a
That's
picture.
why we doing it here.
Okay.
Oh, y'all done dropped it.
Oh goodness.
How's she gonna hold that?
Oh goodness. Oh,
Got it?
oh goodness. Sideways, Mom. Sideways.
Oh, sorry.
No, hold on.
You're gonna have
We
to
make it
hold
so.
on.
Okay, that's enough. Oh, okay, we're not done yet.
Okay, all right. Ooh, that's a good shot.
Okay, is Jay coming back?
That's good.
Is now
Okay.
coming back? Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so
You got something to say?
Yes, I do. I have a commencement address.
Oh.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay. Oh. I didn't know.
And that's what I want to do.
Show
a
out.
commencement address.
Show out.
I want to hang that to it, and then she's gonna have some words, last words.
Oh, final word. Am I
Final
dying?
words. Yeah, you give her the words,
Am I
and
dying?
you give it to her.
Am I dying?
Is this supposed to be?
okay, all right. So we got a commencement address. You going up here for the commencement address?
Weren't you supposed to have a speaker?
That's what he just talked about.
I'm gonna have.
Okay, go ahead.
No, the owl's the speaker.
Yes, this is your. You gonna film? Oh,
I
this
thought
is
you
your-
were the commencement speech is first.
I am here.
Okay.
You hand it to her, I guess.
Okay.
The commencement
Jay,
speech
you
is
can hand
first.
it to her.
Okay.
Don't push the button 'cause it will sound off.
Oh, you gonna mute the TV?
Okay, Anastasia. We're glad that you made it here today. And due to the coronavirus, we're not able to walk across the stage officially with all your friends. And that is a hard thing in life, not being able to do that. We, as the Cutter family, want to support you and let you know that we care about you. And this is what this is all about. Of course, when trouble strikes the family or the country or the world, we're all supposed to make the best that we can out of those times. And I think that this passage from Jesus speaks directly to being able to talk about your commencement. So in Matthew, the 7th chapter, Jesus was telling the disciples and the people that he was talking. He said, everyone who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, and the rocks came, and the wind blew and beat on that house. But it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock. And anyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them, will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Now, I like this passage anytime we're talking about somebody launching into a new venture. Why I like this passage is because you notice a couple of things in this passage. Jesus is talking to these disciples, and he was talking about taking his word to heart that he was telling them. So, in other words, Jesus was saying, I am saying something that's very important to you. Put these words into practice. Don't just put these words up into nostalgia or put them in a history book for them to be there. He said these words so they could put them into practice, and then he said, the person that hears these words of mine, both of the persons would hear them. The one, there's two different contrasts between the two persons. One person, they built their house on a rock. The next person, they built their house on the sand. Similarities between these persons is that both persons heard what he had to say. Both persons went in the venture of building a house. And then we have these both persons are actually, they're having the consequences of facing the same events in life. You'll always face good events and bad events. This coronavirus is one of those events. It's a devastating event. It's something that is taking something away from millions of seniors across the country. But we have to make the best of it. And then Jesus says, this is what a wise person does. He puts those words that I have said into action. He said, put those words into action. Why? Because putting the words into actions causes you to have a stable life. Just having the words in your head is only concepts that you don't know whether they work or not. And that's like many of us who work in the fields out in the country, in electronics and medical field and all different types of field. We know that there's one person that has to do the thinking, that puts the words on the paper, but there's another person that has to put those words on the paper into practice, into action. And that's what Jesus is saying. Don't be just the person that hears the words or has the concepts in your head. He said, be the person that goes out and practices these words, because that person will be ready for the storms of life. You have to be ready. You have to be ready for the storms of life. And I just would like to say one more thing about this passage. Every passage, every message, every rendition of a sermon or a talk or anything, you have to ask at the end of that talk the important, incredibly important existential question. And that question is, so what? It's saying, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to relate to me? And this is what I'm trying to relate to you. The answer to the so what question here is that this man, one who built his house on a rock, enjoyed his house. But this person over here who built their house on the sand, that house fell. And notice at the end of that passage, Jesus says, and great was the fall of it. The house fell, and great was the fall, because guess what? Now that person has to put into practice what the other person did beforehand, before the storm. You can't stop the rain from hitting on the house. You can't stop the earthquake from happening. You cannot stop events from happening all around the world in your life and personally in your life. But you can know how to be prepared with the right words, put words into action, put good teachings that have been brought to you into your life, and to establish good friendships and relationships that will help your house to stand strong. So, as we said, the so what question is, what is your house going to stand on? Will it stand on the solid rock, or will it stand on the sinking sand? That is something to always think about. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and always be the wind beneath your wings as you continue to put His word into actions in your own life, so that you will be able to withstand any disruption that comes along your way. Thank you.
Oh, that was so good.
Yay!
Yay!
Wonderful word. Oh, okay. All right.
Yay! Yay!
That was too quick.
Oh.
Wait, where's
I
it
didn't
going?
know. What you want me to do?
Look at his little ears. Those ears are going.
Now let's have some words from Anastasia.
Oh, what?
Let's have some words from Anastasia now. And she comes. She is the graduate.
If I had known I was gonna be giving a speech, I would have wrote something down. First of all, I want to go ahead and say that. So if this is a dumb speech, you can blame it on that.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for putting this on and for feeling the need that y'all needed to put this on for me. Even though I said y'all did it, but y'all wanted to do it, so we doing it. Hiya.
That's right.
I can't wait to eat the tin drum that we got, right?
We can't wait either.
Okay, cool. So he got it, great. I can't wait to see where I'm going to go after this, and moving to New York, and moving to Virginia, and then moving to Florida. It's gonna be wild, but I know that I got my family that's gonna have my back through it no matter what. So, let's go eat!
Hold on.
Why you got the camera on me?
Still?
Who are you thankful for? Like during your school year? Who
Oh,
you
like
wanna
my
thank?
teachers and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Go ahead. You
Okay.
got it. There's a whole.
I
list.
wrote a whole Facebook post about them,
Oh,
so
okay.
I
Okay, so you
Get
got
it
some
on
of the
here,
words.
so I didn't have to thank.
Get it on camera.
Okay.
I want to thank Morgan McCreary Brooks, for always being chill and down to talk, because she's super nice and super cool, and I want to be like her when I grow up. I want to thank Jamie McClare Trial, because she just got married, and for motivating me to think that I was actually good at dancing when I felt like I wasn't, because that's how you be sometimes. I want to thank Dave for teaching me more about acting, Stuart for teaching me more about acting, Brian for teaching me more about chord structure. Who else do I want to thank? I want to thank my friends, Ambria, Amani, Ruth,
Dr. Shaw.
Kayla.
Dr. Shaw.
Can I get there, please? I'm trying to thank my friends
okay.
right now. I already thanked y'all. But y'all know who y'all's is, so I thank y'all for being my friends and stuff, and like going places with me, and then like going thrift shopping and stuff.
Okay.
And I want to thank Dr. Shaw for getting me at Reinhardt in the first place because I didn't even know where that place was until Dr. Shaw was like, you should go to Reinhardt. And I was like, okay. So, that's it.
Favorite moment. Hold on. One more. Favorite moment.
Okay.
Favorite moment.
Of college?
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Probably.
Moments. Okay.
Favorite event.
Probably favorite moment, like for my like college career, like professionally, was probably getting cast as Sally, because I was like, no, it was probably my audition for Sally, because I was like, man, if they don't cast me, I don't know who they gonna cast. Cause like I literally went in there and I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm killing it. And I felt like they felt it, and I felt it in my soul. So I feel like that was like the culmination of 4 years going up into that moment. And I was like, this is an audition and I'm killing it? What? Insane. But favorite moment, just like chilling, being casual. Probably all the times that me and my friends have gone like thrift shopping or just gone to like drive or do some stupid random stuff. Probably our Daytona trip. Me and Amani and Ambria's, we went to Daytona for like a weekend, and I got my back tattoo, and we went to see the football game, which we didn't even care about in the first place, but we just wanted an excuse to go to Florida, so we did that.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, all right.
So we got the whole 9 yards, kids. We got 10 drums. We got food. We got fruit. We got a whole bunch of apples that I bought myself. We got pineapple. We got strawberries. We got cantaloupe. We got all these snacks that I went to the store and bought. We got grapes. We got other kinds of grapes. And we got a cake.
You see the cake?
Yep.
Those were all her sound effects.